Hey guys, welcome back to Simulation Gaming and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17. So today we're going to be carrying on with the work, obviously, in Farm Sim. Now, this video should be a lot smoother because I have figured out my bitrate problem. Why are we walking over to this, I don't know. But anyway, so the New Holland missed a strip last time it cultivated field 14. So we're just going to quickly get that strip. And then what we're going to do is we are going to row up field 15. Hopefully collect the straw. And hopefully buy some cows. So we also are going to get this field sowed. Or seeded. The words in my head, I just can't say it for some reason. Anyway. So then we're hopefully going to get field 15 cultivated and done, and then also field 12, which was sown last episode, doesn't need to be sprayed because our Great Plains sowing machine already fertilizes it, so it seeds then it fertilizes. So we have put that back now, so now we're going to move on to the case. Here we are. So I've moved it over already. Now we're going to plant in this field. I think we're going to go with some grass. Set the worker off. Actually, let's move it over a bit. Right. There we go. So we're going to put this back where it last was. Can't quite remember where that was, but still. We're just going to quickly bring it back to the farm. And then we're going to put this onto a plough. I'm hoping to get the Amazon one. So just going to leave the trailer there. So we're going to see what plough we can buy. Now there's a Salford one. 2 meters, 2 meters. So this one requires 180 horsepower. So that would be pushing the case, I think. 145. Okay, so we haven't got enough horse for that. So we are just going to go for the Salford. Is this reversible? I think so. No, it's not. It's not reversible. So we're gonna go with the Coon. I'm gonna buy that. Now the reason we're buying a plough is because when you plough a field, if we could just, if we can, yeah, when you plough a field, that's another fertilized stage. Okay, here it is. So this is the one which was used as the base game equipment in Farming Simulator 17. Normally I try to stay away from this because I just hate base game equipment. After a while it just really does get boring. But hey, it's the only reversible one we have. So we're taking our new little shortcut we found last episode. Not last, whoops. So after we have collected the straw from field 15, we will plough it in. Now we could just plough the straw in, but obviously we're going to get extra money for the straw, and I am planning on keeping the straw. So we just put the case here. Oh, turn the beacons off. There we go, it's better. So that Coon should be fine. Right, so now let's get the New Holland T5. We'll take the back weight off. We're also going to take the front loader off this. Okay, we're just going to plonk the front loader. down there. Right, and then we're going to go get the sewing machine. No, not sewing machine. Sprayer. That's the word. Sprayer. Alright. There we go. So we're just going to park the sprayer up. Through and around. Okay, that was a bit of clip, I think. Invisible clip. Be surprised if it was, considering this is obviously all made by giants. Right. So now let's have a look in our shop for what wind rollers we can get. Now I think we could get that one, but then would we have enough to lease the so we'd have roughly £2,000 left over. Where is it? There we go. £2,000, so £3,000. So we wouldn't even have enough to rent the Eurobus. So I think what we'll just do is rent the Bergman for seven grand. Okay. And what we do is go and collect it, and we'll just bring it straight back to the farm and literally just do every row. Considering it's a bigger tank, we should be fine. So if we just jump in, let's go in the New Holland. Oops. Start her up. Take the cultivator off. And go get it. So we're just pulling up to the shop. Wait for these guys to pass. And we will grab the forage wagon. There we go. And head all the way back. So, finally just got back. So let's lower the pickup header. Turn it on. Oops. And start collecting. So guys, we are nearly full. That's new, there's a beep. There we go, we're full. Right, so I think we are going to put this in one of our sheds, obviously just to keep it dry. I think we're going to put it in this one, because of the dump anywhere now, we can. So I think we're just going to do it nice and tight up against this corner. Obviously give it some room. And dump it. Just pull forward a tiny bit. That's a lot of straw. And nearly done. Right, there we go. And we'll start again. So that is our last little bit. So we've got enough straw there. I think we're just going to sell this bit. So if we come in here and unload. There we go. Give us 1,644. So what we're going to do now is, if we just turn this off, and we go to garage, and you want to go over to leased vehicles, or items, and we'll just return it. So start the new hollow back up, and now what we can do is we will go and get the case and start to plough. So guys, here's the case. Let's lift the plough up so we don't make a big hole in the ground. Well, not hole, but tear the ground up anyway. So this is counting in this game as a fertilization stage, because when you plough, obviously in real life, it brings the deeper you plough, it brings the more clay to the top, which is more fertile ground from what I understand. So we're just going to do one headland, and then we're going to, actually let's just set the worker off and see what it does. So if we come into our map and go to soil, as you can see, field 14, nope, not field 14, that's the one what's being sown. But if we turn this on, anyway, but by the time that's done, it should be fine. So that's off ploughing. So what could we do now? All I can think of really doing is speeding time up. So I think we can speed time up as soon as this guy is done, and obviously we could start the harvest for next episode. But for now we could buy some equipment for the cows. So we're gonna have to buy that, but that's incredibly expensive. Oh dear. We could rent that. How much is that to rent? 13 grand. Now we need the self-propelled one because where we dumped the straw, we haven't got anything to load it in. We could just get a bucket for the. We'll do that. So if we lease this, in fact, anything we're gonna lease after we speed time up, so it doesn't cost us anything. So we're gonna buy this. Yes, and we just have enough to lease. We just have enough to lease the feeding wagon. So once again, we're going to jump in the New Holland. In fact, we're going to quickly check what we could sell. 1,800, but we have no soybeans. So that when we speed time up, we have some. We'll sell some. 1,700 at the Maplefield Mill. So I think the best price would be sunflowers. sunflower is done. So we'll hook the trailer up and fill her up. So here we are. So let's refill sunflowers. And this will most likely be 2 loads like the last. So yeah, it's going to be 2 loads. And we will set a waypoint. Where was it? This one. So you just double click on that. And the big green tube, there it is, comes up. So we'll head over to Maplefield Mill. So guys, from what I understand, the only way we can sell the grain to Maplefield Mill is by train. So where we just went a minute ago, where I thought it was right. Yep, so we're going to have to load the train up. So guys, it's just in here. So all we have to do is tip the grain into the hopper. So if we just turn this off, oh dear, I did do that, I swear. So we're gonna have to get into a train now. Oh, hold on. Why have you stopped? Okay, right, I think it's, yep, it's this train. Let's get going. So this will get up to 51 from what I believe, which is pretty fast. So we've already got to slow down. This takes forever to slow down. So that back grain cart with the lid on top, that's what we've got to fill up. So we've got position under here. As I said, it takes forever to slow down. Right. Sunflowers, was it? I believe it was. So this will luckily take all of it. Only 8%, that's how big the tanks are on this. So just round the corner. I'm just going to keep it at the speed so we don't overshoot. And then there's grain bin. There's a grain bin release under the grain bin, obviously. And as usual, we overshot. There we go. So that is how you sell grain with the train. Pretty simple. So obviously the grain goes through there, comes out there. The release levers, if I can get over this. You normally can, but I can't today. So that's about halfway done ploughing. So we should be able to speed time up now. Just doing a good job of it. So if I stand in front of it, put its beacons on, I'll let him get on. So I think we might do a time lapse of this ploughing them and waiting for the night to go.
Lights out, lying in your arms, and these feelings start to change. One look into your eyes, and I'm floating far away. I've never been here before. I don't know the score, but I never wanted you more than I do tonight. Escape with me. Will you escape with me?
So guys, that's part of the night. I think the button I used to record is about to fall off my keyboard because for some reason it's not working that well. I went to hit record and it barely did anything. So I planted grass in this field. Thought I planted soybeans, but apparently I planted grass in this field. And our soybeans have just finished growing. So next episode will obviously be harvesting and maybe a bit of mowing. So thank you for watching this episode. Be sure to check out the next episode when it's released. Thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment and share. Bye for now.